Ladies and gents, get ready to chill here on the Franky Ro Show. Hosted by that Hollywood insider bringing news, our guy Franky. And a diva that's oh so fabulous, Rochelle. When it comes to the Franky Ro Show, get ready for love, life, and entertainment as we get ready to chill and bring you a little candid conversation with relationships, lifestyle, entertainment, and exclusive interviews. So it's time to get this party started on the Franky Ro Show.
Welcome to the Franky Ro Show. I am your host, Rochelle. Tonight we have a great and exciting show lined up just for you. Have the ladies stopping by to discuss some hot and sexy topics on tonight's women's panel, so you will definitely want to stick around for that. Now remember, if you have missed tonight's broadcast, you can always catch this same episode re-airing on Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. here on Comcast Channel 93 and on AT&T Channel 99 at 9 p.m. Now, like I mentioned, we have a great show lined up for you, so hey, let's get this party started right here on the Franky Ro Show. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gents, get ready to chill here on the Franky Ro Show. Hosted by that Hollywood insider bringing news, our guy Franky. And a diva that's oh so fabulous, Rochelle. Bringing you a dose of love, life, and entertainment. Catch the Franky Ro Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Comcast 93 or AT&T 99 here on CMAC. Also replaying Mondays and Wednesdays at the same time.
Welcome to the Franky Ro Show. I am your host, Rochelle. Now tonight we have a very exciting women's panel for everyone who's watching. We have Amanda, Michelle, and Joy. We are going to talk about internet dating, intimacy on the internet. Do you agree with it? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts? So we're going to go into our first question for the ladies. Now, ladies, let's be honest. Has anyone ever tried internet dating?
I've talked to people over the internet before. Nothing serious, but yeah, I've talked to people over the internet before. I'm single.
All right.
Never official website, but talk to people on the internet, Facebook, MySpace when it was around, but no website like they have out, like the Match.com or anything like that.
Now, you've talked to people, but was it on a relationship level?
No, not necessarily. More like getting to know them, exchange phone numbers. Never contacted them like face-to-face or in person, but exchange numbers, get to know them. A lot of the times, it's not what I'm looking for, what I want, so don't try to persuade anything or try to pursue anything with them.
What about you, Miss Amanda?
I've never tried internet dating. I have a lot of friends that have, and I've watched a lot of ups and downs in regards to it, but I've steered clear with that. I usually don't communicate with people I don't know on the internet just because you don't know what you're getting yourself into. So, yeah.
So, okay. All right. Well, do you think it can lead to a successful relationship, marriages, children, or something?
I think that it
Awesome.
can.
I've heard stories. You know, everybody have that story of that one person that met somebody on the internet and they got married a couple of years later and they're happy and they're still together. So I'm think anything is possible in this world. Anything is possible.
So you do think that it can be a great outcome from dating on the internet or trying at least anyway to meet someone?
Yeah, I think so now. I think now with time, I think most females and males, that's the only way to go. A lot of people don't have time to go out and about. It's all computer access. You can access it. Now they have apps you can do it with. So I think it's just about the time. No one wants to take the time to get to know someone or go out and put themselves out there nowadays.
Right. Wow. Now, you mentioned going out, meeting someone. That's kind of like the old-fashioned way nowadays of dating. It used to be at maybe a nightclub or a church, maybe even the grocery store. But nowadays, you can, just with the click of a button, you can meet someone. What do you think about maybe the old school technique of finding that special someone?
I'm an old school type of girl. I want to know who I'm dealing with face to face, what they're about. I want to be able to know who they are versus online. You can make yourself sound so awesome and so wonderful versus in person, you kind of get to know them a little bit more personal. So I prefer the old school way, the old fashioned way.
You
I
see
would
them
have to agree.
Yeah, you see them in their natural habitat with other people that know them, and other people that they interact with, how they interact on a daily basis, whereas the internet, you're only getting the portion that they want you to see, not the full picture.
Miss Michelle, what do you think? Old school, new school?
I'm definitely old school. I need that personal inner time. But you can look at little things. You can see little things when you go out on a date with a person. You can pick up on those little cues that you probably couldn't over the internet. You know, even if you're Skyping or whatever, you still can miss wonders of things. So, I mean, I'm a person that I need that face-to-face personal conversation, contact.
Okay, so old school old school ways of dating and meeting someone still exists, according to these ladies. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into a quick break, and we're going to continue this discussion when we return about internet dating and intimacy and the internet. So you guys stay tuned. We'll be right back for more.
Ladies and gents, get ready to chill here on the Franky and Ro Show. Hosted by that Hollywood insider bringing news, our guy Franky. And a diva that's oh so fabulous, Rochelle. Bringing you a dose of love, life, and entertainment. Catch the Franky and Ro Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Comcast 93 or AT&T 99 here on CMAC. Also replaying Mondays and Wednesdays at the same time.
This is Nickel59.com, your online resource for Central Cali events. This is Nickel59.com. To submit your events, visit us online today. Hi, everybody. We're back right here on the Franky and Ro Show. We are being joined by the women's panel tonight. We have Miss Amanda, Michelle, and Joy. We are talking about internet dating and intimacy over the internet. Before we went to a commercial break, we were talking about old school ways of dating, meeting someone at church or the grocery store or in public. But our next question is, do you trust internet dating? We have shows like Catfish where someone can pretend to be someone else over the internet, and when you meet them in person, they're someone totally different. So do you trust it?
No, I don't. I've had actually a friend that it was internet dating, and she went to meet this person, and the person completely lied about who they were. Person gave this dark, handsome impression. Didn't come out to be like that. More short and too dark for her. So it was a whole bad experience. So no, I don't trust it at all.
I think it's dangerous because you can meet any type of person. You don't really know their background. I know stories where people have met people, they were crazy, now they're stalking them. You just open yourself up to so much. So all the stories I know is bad. I don't know anyone who had that, oh, we were married. I see it on TV, but in real life, everybody I know that ever had an online relationship was all bad.
Do you guys have any personal experiences, maybe through friends, that have experienced the bad side of internet dating?
I have a friend that actually had met someone through a social media site, and it didn't start out as a relationship. They just started talking because they had mutual interests, so they discussed those things, and then they eventually got into building a friendship, and there was romantic feelings that became involved, and he actually did end up stalking her. And thankfully, at that point, she hadn't given any personal information. He just knew the city and state where she lived, but they had never made plans to meet. But he showed up where she was, and it became a very scary situation. And you just don't ever know what you're getting with someone because you can't see the full side of it. And it was a very scary experience for her as well as her friends who care about her, because you walk that road with someone and you give them your opinion, but of course when feelings begin to get involved, it becomes difficult. And so you just never know what you're getting, and then at the end of it, you're so wrapped up in it, you don't really know how to get out of it. And so it can be a scary thing. So I would agree with them. I don't trust it.
What about affairs? Now, some people can get emotionally attached to someone over the internet, have an emotional affair, or some people even have, what is it called, an extramarital affair, where they're actually meeting this person that they've met over the internet. What do you think about an emotional affair, first of all? You're corresponding with someone over the net you've never met in person, but you guys have shared intimate details. What do you think about an emotional affair?
It's playing with fire. It really is playing with fire. I've always felt like anything like the emotional type or affair with social media or those web pages where you can meet someone here and there, you start sharing interests and you get more involved with this person, and a lot of the times this person that you're sharing this interest can have a family, a husband, a spouse, a partner, and you're getting so involved. For me, it's just playing with fire. It really is. You're looking for trouble, I guess. You're really looking for trouble when you go into something like that.
Ladies, do you have any thing to add to that?
Yeah, I think that the person needs to really identify what's really missing in their life or what's going on. I mean, long distance relationships. I mean, people had pen pals for years. People fell in love with pen pals, writing letters. I mean, for years, the Notebook. Come on, you have these stories of people falling in love for years, and only communication they had was writing letters. Now we're in technical times, and people have the internet. But you still have to realize, well, what's going on inside of yourself? You have to be able to identify. Maybe there's something wrong with me socially, or maybe I need to find out what's going on with me that I can't meet or interact with someone around me, that I can't connect or bond with anyone around me, that it has to be someone that can't really see me. Maybe you're dealing with some insecurities, or maybe you're, it could be a variety of issues that you might be having, but it's definitely something that you have no desire to reach out to anyone near you or close to you. You can only have a relationship with someone that's far away. That says a lot to me.
Yeah, that's very cool.
And I just think, as society, our society is getting more into technology, we have to watch that. A lot of our young people are growing up, and that's the only type of relationship they have.
True.
Yes.
I mean, if you've been doing this since you was 15, 16, and then you turn around, you turn 20, 25, and the only relationship you've ever really had, real relationship, is with someone that you've never really come in contact with. That says something to me.
Yeah.
And as family members, too, we also need to be aware of that and pay attention to that. That, okay, even friends, you need to, okay, if my friend and the only relationship you've ever had outside our friendship, intimate relationship, is over the internet, well, something is wrong.
Right.
Something is missing. Can I talk to you? Can I see what's really going on with you? Because there is a reason that you can't connect to people around you, because that's what we were created to do, connect and bond with the ones around us.
Yeah.
So if you're not able to do that, I think we as a society really need to look closer into that. And like I said, even with our young people, I have teenagers, you have to be really aware of that as parents and pay attention to that, because that is definitely a sign of something. If the only friend you have or the only connection you have outside of your family or your intimate, rounds is someone far away or someone that you really haven't even met or had, I just think there's something we need to just keep an eye on.
True. Yeah. That's true. How do you, now, you know what, I want to go to the next question about taking it too far on the internet. There's a lot of people that I've come in contact with, and on your profile, you can see if you're single, if you're married, if you're in a relationship. A lot of times they can see that you're married, but they don't care. They'll come right up in your inbox and, I think you're beautiful, or how's your marriage? Are you happy? What is taking it too far on the internet when it comes to dating? What do you think are some things that are just way out of control? Personally, I think that coming on to someone who you can clearly see is married on their profile is taking it too far. I think it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
And I think that is taking it too far. What are some things that you ladies think about when it comes to taking it too far?
I'm sorry.
I agree with you, Ro, definitely. If you see someone, and they have pictures of their family and them on family outings and everything, that person should definitely be off limits to you if you're single and that's what you're searching for, someone to have a relationship with. You already see this person is in a relationship. You already see what they have. So why would you involve yourself in it? I think that's definitely, you shouldn't be sending any pictures. You shouldn't be sending any notes. You shouldn't be sending any letters. If it's not professional, if it's not for professional reasons, then you should really not be communicating with someone that has a mate in any form or fashion. That's just my opinion. So, but with the internet, there's no rules and regulations.
Miss Amanda, what were we going to say?
I think that the internet has created a place where people feel that they're safe to do whatever they want. It has created a lot of secret areas in people's lives, and I think it can be really dangerous to not only friendships but to marriages as well. And I was just talking with Joy this week about the younger generation in today's world. Everything is media. Everything is media. They live their life emotionally on Facebook. And if there's anything that tragically happens, it's announced on Facebook, and all they do is text. There's no face-to-face communication. So when they grow up, and this generation is now the older generation that is getting married and having kids, they no longer understand how to communicate face-to-face because they've lived their whole life through a phone or through a computer screen. And so and I think that the same thing is happening with people my age in their 20s, that there's either a communication that has happened with someone over the internet, and so there's things out there like Facebook messaging, so it's not public, or even things like pornography where it becomes secretive so no one else knows. And I think that when you begin to do things that are either disrespectful to your spouse or the person that you're in a relationship with, or even if you're the one reaching out and you got to think about that person's significant other, is what you're doing disrespectful to them. There has become this line of respect that has now been crossed because we no longer understand the value of relationship, because it's all lived out through the internet now rather than face-to-face communication like we're doing here. No one has conversations anymore. And if I send you a text message, you can read it however you feel, and it cannot be what I want to say. And so I just think that going too far is when you begin to lose respect for yourself or for someone that you're in a friendship with, relationship with, marriage with, and vice versa. You have to be a person of respect and realize, hey, that person is not mine, and there's a million people out there that are single, so maybe I should stay away. So,
well, these are all great answers to these questions, but what we're going to do right now is we're going to go into another quick break, and we're going to maybe grab some water or something to drink really quick, and we'll be right back with more right here on the Franky and Ro Show.
Ladies and gents, get ready to chill here on the Franky and Ro Show. Hosted by that Hollywood insider bringing news, our guy Franky. And a diva that's oh so fabulous, Rochelle. Bringing you a dose of love, life, and entertainment. Catch the Franky and Ro Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Comcast 93 or AT&T 99 here on CMAC. Also replaying Mondays and Wednesdays at the same time.
Welcome back to the Franky and Ro Show. I am your host, Rochelle. We are sitting here with the women's panel for tonight. We have Amanda, Michelle, and Joy. We are talking about internet dating and intimacy over the internet. Before we end tonight's discussion, we're going to go into one last question. This is more of advice to people who are out there. What advice would you guys offer to people who may be going through some of the topics we discussed tonight about intimacy and internet dating? What would be your advice to them as far as this goes?
If you're in a relationship with internet dating, I think the best thing to do is let your friends know. There's so many people out there, you don't know what they're capable of, anything like that. I think that, but it comes down to it's a safety thing. Let your friends know you're involved with someone over the internet if you decide to meet up with them. So so they know you're okay. That's, I guess, my advice to them. Just be safe about it.
Yeah. Michelle?
Do some research. That's anything in life. Track this person down. You really want to be in a relationship with this person. You're really interested in this person. You really want to know, if this person can fit into your life or you can fit into that person's life. Research it.
Yep.
Don't just leave it for what you see and what you hear. Research it. That's what I can say. Research it. Be safe and smart and research it.
Miss Amanda, what do you think? I would say more than anything, know your worth. And even if you've been hurt in the past, you are worth something great. And don't make your decisions based on anybody else's opinions. And I agree with them. If it is an internet relationship, be safe and let people involved look for the signs. If there's things that don't add up, just go with as if they didn't add up and look into it and make sure that you're right.
Well, you've heard some great answers to these questions on tonight's women's panel about internet dating and intimacy over the internet. Just in case you want to watch this episode again, it will re-air on Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on Comcast Channel 93 and AT&T Channel 99. And you can also visit our website, which is listed right there on the screen, to learn more or to watch this panel again. We'd like to thank our very special guests, Amanda, Michelle, and Joy, for joining us tonight to discuss this topic. We hope you can take this information and apply it if you're dating over the internet. So whatever you're doing, just be safe. Remember to have fun and just be cautious about what you're doing. Well, we have to wrap up. We have to go, but we'll be back with more. Couple of shows from now, we'll have these ladies come back and join us for more great conversations. But for now, we're going to sign out, and we'll see you guys later on the Franky Ro Show. This is Nickel59.com, your online resource for Central Cali events. This is Nickel59.com. To submit your events, visit us online today.
Ladies and gents, get ready to chill here on the Franky Ro Show. Hosted by that Hollywood insider bringing news, our guy Franky. And a diva that's oh so fabulous, Rochelle. Bringing you a dose of love, life, and entertainment. Catch the Franky Ro Show Friday nights at 9 p.m. on Comcast 93 or AT&T 99 here on CMAC. Also replaying Mondays and Wednesdays at the same time.
We would like to thank you all for watching the Franky Ro Show right here on Comcast Channel 93 and AT&T Channel 99. It's time for us to go, but before we do, I have to thank our special guests, the ladies, for stopping by representing on tonight's women's panel. You can catch this same episode re-airing on Monday and Wednesday night at 9 p.m. on the same channel. Don't forget to visit the Franky Ro Show at the website listed on the screen to learn more about us. You can also connect with us on Facebook and Twitter by visiting our website. Franky and I would love to be a part of your next event. You can contact us anytime on the information listed on the screen. It has been fun, but of course it's time for us to go. Until next time, we always ask you all to stay strong, keep the faith, and be encouraged. This has been the Franky and Ro Show with your girl Rochelle and Frankie. We'll see you guys next time. Good night and God bless.